Thank you so much for being here, bud. I
you for
really
having me.
appreciate this.
Thank you.
People know you, obviously, for being a great singer, a great guitar player. And I don't know if people know how funny you are. You also write comedy bits for The Tonight Show.
I did that one time. I didn't. So I was up late at night enjoying an adult fruit chew, let's say.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay,
Right.
sure.
And,
Sure. This side of the audience understands. Yeah, it's okay, perfect.
The band gets it too.
Yes.
And I have all these ideas, and there's a part of my brain that doesn't tell me that those ideas aren't good. And they tell me that I should share them with everyone all the time. Yeah. And I wrote a bit for a commercial for the show, and I sent it to our dear friend Andy Cohen.
Yeah.
Just so confident it was great. Send this to Jimmy, please. Will you send it to Jimmy? And the bit was, okay, it's a product called Crypto-Bismol, and it's for the stomach cramps associated with the fluctuating price of Bitcoin. He's gonna love it. And I never heard another thing about it until you fully produced the commercial.
We made the commercial and aired it. Here's a clip from Crypto-Bismol.
Are you suffering from heartburn, nausea, and an upset stomach, all because you lost your life savings on crypto? Introducing Crypto-Bismol. Crypto-Bismol may be right for you if you suffer from any of the following crypto-related illnesses: Ethereum delirium, fungible fungus, Bitcoin groin, and pump and dump rump bumps.
There you go.
Thank you, Crypto-Bismol. I feel better already.
Crypto-Bismol.
There you go. That's it. And we love it. It was a good bit.
Thank you.
I was so excited that you did that. We threw an Easter egg in there. If you do watch that thing, in the background, we put one of your albums.
I saw that.
You did?
Yeah.
There you go.
So
I didn't know if you saw that or not,
saw
but
it.
we appreciate
And it's only fair that I offer, if you have any song ideas for me.
I would never in my life.
No, send it over.
I want to talk to you about a couple music things, if you don't mind. One is, we were here one night, I want to say, well, the show was back with an audience, I think, and it was just right at the end of COVID, I would say. And Questlove ended up playing drums for you at Madison Square
At Madison Square Garden, yeah. This was a spring of last year. I was on the Sob Rock tour, and the drummer, Steve Ferroni, got COVID, and we had to rethink the entire show and had to do it without a drummer. And someone had the idea, like, well, maybe Questlove is around. It might have been Pino or something. It was like, maybe Questlove is around. Pino Palladino, great bass player.
Pino Palladino's amazing.
And Questlove came to the gig. He was coming to the gig anyway, and somewhere along the line of him coming to the show, he got offered to play like 6 songs, and he learned 6 songs on his way to the Garden and ended up on stage playing, which is, thank you again.
Wait, hold on. The best reviews, by the way, of anything I've read. I was in the Post the next day. All these stories, like, this was the greatest thing. It was the greatest concert. Do you remember it?
Okay, so what is the exact term that you used when you wrote the Bismol
Adult
thing?
fruit juice.
Right. So I was also on an adult fruit chew.
Yep.
And got to the venue, ready to enjoy this guy's my idol, Steve Ferroni on drums, and I'm ready to enjoy it, and then they get to me like, yo, can you please drop for Steve Ferroni, please?
Everything's in slow motion.
Everything was in slow motion. Like, yeah.
But
It was the most exhilarating night of my life, because I don't know how I got through it.
No, he texted. You texted me either that night or the next day. You go, dude, I just did the craziest thing, and I think I pulled it off. And everybody online, everyone was like, this was the greatest.
It was the greatest. I think it's because people get very nervous around their Garden show, and they don't really change it up, and they sort of like do the safe show, and we didn't have the opportunity to do anything safe, and it was like a magical night at the Garden that you just wouldn't have seen anywhere else, and Questlove is to thank for the ending, having some power and energy playing the drums, so thank you very much.
This is the fall leg of the solo tour. Now, by calling it the solo tour, I want to remind everyone that it is solo. It is just
me alone with an acoustic guitar on a stage.
Seriously.
Yes.
But you're doing arenas.
Arenas solo, and it works. It's an opportunity for me to play some of these songs from my career and tell stories around them and read signs with requests on them, and they try to stump me and see if I remember an old song. And it's just very open-ended and great and fun, and I'm never quite sure where the show's gonna go, and it's just really exciting.
Yeah, that's wild. Though. But did you ever do you go like, well, I kind of need the band. I need bass and drums.
You definitely trade off the fullness of a band, but what you get is instant turn on a dime with any moment. Like the other night, or a few months back when I was doing the solo thing, I was like playing a song and I go, and you can't do this in a band, I go, boy, I could go right into Def Leppard Hysteria from the end of this. And you don't have to get on a talkback mic or think about doing it
There's
tomorrow.
no click track behind you.
You
There's
do
nothing...
it right then and there, and that's the contract with the audience. Is like you're going to see me absolutely in like a place like the Garden, just stand out on the tightrope and play music on an acoustic guitar, and it's the most fun. It's the most fun to have finished. You know the kind of shows where they're hard when you're doing them, and then when you're done, you're just so rewarded from having done.
That was so.
Yeah,
I know that.
Yeah, it was great.
I mean, not to an arena, but
Hope you
yeah,
can
a
come out.
comedy club. Yeah. I will say I love Sob Rock. It came out. I go Sob Rock. It was like sad rock or something, or yacht rock kind of vibe. I go okay. And I'm listening to it, and I'm loving it. And you're doing this, my favorite song off the album tonight, which is Shouldn't Matter, But It Does.
Shouldn't matter, but it does. Yeah.
And I will say, if you do listen to this on Spotify or listen to Sob Rock, your phone turns into a Walkman.
Yes.
Cassette player, and the cassette is spinning.
Yes.
And it is rad. Was that
Thank
your
you.
idea?
Yes, I am a detail-oriented guy.
It was rad. I love it. Do it tonight.
Otherwise, you get the reel on Spotify, and you'll be working out, and it's like 6 seconds long, and your brain will start learning the cut. So it's like person dancing. Person twinning the two, guy running, boom, person dancing.
It's like it over and over again. You go, oh, this is a loop.
And I was like, if it's gonna loop, just make a cassette tape looping. And you don't know this, but in each song, the tape inside the cassette moves relative to the other side of the reel to the way it would be in a Walkman.
Wow.
Yeah, so the
it's
tape is
fatter.
actually moving to the other side. A whole generation of people wouldn't understand that reference.
It's really funny
Yeah.
either way. You also announced that you're launching your own Sirius XM channel called Life.
Life.
With John Mayer.
Yes.
On Sirius XM. I love the idea of this,
Thank
but
you.
please explain what this idea is, because I do love
Okay,
it.
the idea is a radio channel on Sirius that isn't genre-based, but plays music for whatever moment you're most likely to be in your day or week, your month, or even your year, as I hear myself say it. And so if you're waking up in the morning and you're on the way to work and you turn it on, it's going to be high energy, go to work music. If you're at work, it's already sort of meeting you where you are in the moment. Friday nights, going out music. So like you'll plug your phone into the aux cord and sound like a genius because the music's already set up for playing in an Uber on your way to a bar on a Friday night. Saturday night dinner party music, Sunday night making omelets, Sunday morning making omelets. There's music for amorous times.
Ooh.
And I'll be like, hey, what's up? You're listening to Life with John Mayer. You guys are doing great. Keep it up.
You're coaching people. You're coaching people along with whatever you think. Yeah, they might
I'll
be
whisper
doing.
those IDs. Yeah.
When is that coming to Sirius?
It's going to come November. So I'm
November.
already,
Life with John Mayer. Check that out. Look for that. Check out his solo tour this fall. John is performing for us. When we come back, everyone, stick around. John Mayer.